Okay, here's the performance and explanation of the Slop Shuffle. Again, you have a person select a card. For this instance, we'll use the Queen of Hearts. That card is then lost into the pack, given the shuffle. And there's lots of different ways to shuffle a packet of cards. Most people will shuffle the cards this way, which is called an overhand shuffle. However, if someone's have a little bit more of a have a bit of a drink or not thinking straight, they may shuffle the cards this way, where they cause quite a lot of mayhem and it's quite a big mixed up jumbled mess. And as you can see, we have some cards that are back to front, we have some cards that are front to back, we even have cards that are back to back. However, by using a little bit of magic, we can sort through all that chaos, and every single card will find itself in the same direction except for one card, and of course that's their selection, the Queen of Hearts. Alrighty, now this is using another shuffle control. I call this a milk shuffle because we're milking it from the bottom of the deck every time, and I'll explain it right here. So the Queen of Hearts is their selected card. It goes on top of the pack. What we then do is we then pull that just one card off into our hand and shuffle everything else on top of their card, the Queen of Hearts, so it is down the bottom. Then what happens next is, as you shuffle, pull the cards up to shuffle again, you're actually milking that card off the bottom. See how the fingers still contact that card, and as you lift up, that card gets pulled underneath all of the others. So in reality, it looks this way. So it looks like a genuine shuffle, and from the side view, you may actually even be able to see the card coming off the bottom, and it stays on the bottom. I'll do that again. So you pull off, and their card stays on the bottom. As for the Slop Shuffle, you want your right hand to remain stationary. It is the left hand that does the turning. So when you do the Slop Shuffle, you push a few cards off, turn the hand over, and then push some more cards off. Turn the hand over, push everything underneath, turn the hand over, push everything underneath. And you do that a number of times. It's quite handy if this looks like it's quite sloppy and the cards, are not aligned and are not squared. That actually helps the trick along. So you do those small packets, keep turning over until you get down to the very last card, and the one single card is placed on the top, and you can leave that image in their head where it looks like lots of cards are all over the place. Okay, then you square the pack, and at this point, this is where you are looking for that natural break in the cards. If you look very carefully, you can actually see there is a natural break in the cards, and that's quite easy to find. So what you're going to do is, once you've squared the cards up, you cut quite deep into the pack, so below half the pack, so that you can show the cards are back to front. Then you cut above the middle of the pack to show that they are front to back. And then what you're going to do, you're going to eyeball that break in the cards so you can lift up at the break and show the cards that are back to back. But as you pick the packet over, tip it over this way, you're actually going to replace it the other way. So you picked up the packet this way to show it that way. You're not going to replace it this way. You're going to literally turn the packet over and place it on top. But this is done after you've shown them that the cards are back to front, front to back, as an illustration. So you get to the point where you square the cards up. Some cards are front to back, some cards are back to front. We even have cards that are back to back. Now you cause the magic to happen by the wave and a snap, and all the cards are facing in the same direction, with one exception, their selection, the Queen of Hearts. Now again, I think I explained in today's lesson that the visual picture in their mind when you go through the cards to bring their selection forward, just jog it forward slightly in the spread, and that leaves a wonderful picture in their mind that is really, it is reversed, and that's what they will remember at the end of the trick. So there we are, that's the Slop Shuffle, the Milk Shuffle, and hope you have fun with that.